guests. Joining me now, Sean Spicer, Senior Advisor for America First Action and author of The Briefing, and Christopher Hahn, former aide to Senator Chuck Schumer and syndicated radio host. So why do you think that this evokes so much passion, Sean?
Well, I think right now anything to do with Trump and the conservative movement is going to face a backlash on campuses, whether it's high school or college campuses. Unfortunately, I wish there was a little bit more maturity here. The principal probably is claiming that it was not necessarily what they were wearing, but the fact that they unfurled a flag. The parents were told one thing. If they were going to be told to wear spirit stuff for this day, I think that they should have been clear as to what they were supposed to wear and what they weren't. The students are constitutionally protected, whether it's Spirit Day or not, by a Supreme Court case that allows them to express themselves. I wish that it doesn't have to come to this. I mean, this is kind of silly, the idea of a principal getting involved and then saying that the flag was disruptive, which it's not.
But you know what? Let me tell you something.
At the end of the day, they should have been very clear from the...
Any parent knows, Chris Hahn, that, Spirit Week has become like kind of a hot-button thing at schools. And when you have, Patriotic Day, it becomes an issue. And schools are getting so that they're afraid to have USA Day, which is really, that's a problem, isn't it? Isn't that weird?
Well, it was Party in the USA Day, and as Sean will tell you, that's all about Miley Cyrus. So these kids were way off with the MAGA gear.
But that
said,
that's funny.
that said, look, I'm all for free speech. I don't know what really happened here. It seems like the students were confronted and asked for ID, and they refused. That's not good when you're a high school kid and a person in authority is asking you for ID while you're on that campus. So, look, no one should ever be banned for using a political slogan on a college campus, on a high school campus, anywhere. But people need to respect the rules of those campuses where they can and cannot.
I don't think. Do you think, Chris, that that anything would have happened if a bunch of kids showed up in, Hope, Barack Obama Hope T-shirts? Do you think it would have anybody would have said anything? I'm just curious.
Look. I'm sure things like this happened on the other side as they are happening here. Conservatives love to point to anecdotal evidence and say everybody's out to get them, but I just think that free speech is a big thing right now. I want to play this
because this is interesting, too, and on the college level. This is what the president had to say about free speech on Saturday. Watch this.
Today, I'm proud to announce that I will be very soon signing an executive order requiring colleges and universities to support free speech if they want federal research dollars.
So this is going to be very interesting. So if you don't allow a speaker, if one of the political clubs on campus doesn't allow a speaker, Sean, they may risk losing their federal funding.
Well, look, I've spent a lot of time over the last year visiting college campuses, and one of the first questions I always ask is, has there ever been a conservative speaker here before? And they'll list off all of the folks, the Democrats and the folks from the left that have visited campus. But in many cases, I'm the first one or among the first that have visited college campuses. For all of the talk about these liberal arts colleges and universities being inclusive and tolerant, they are as long as you go along with a far-left progressive agenda. They don't support tolerance and inclusion when it comes to other ideas that don't support a progressive agenda. Conservatives, people of faith, people who support this president are constantly under attack. You saw that young man, Hayden, get hit in the face, and it got virtually zero coverage. The idea that we're constantly outraged at all of this stuff that goes on the right, and I think that, hold on, Chris, hold on, I'm about to make a point here. I think that violence at any level is unacceptable, but it's interesting when it happens on the right, when these students on the conservative side are not allowed to do it. The Young America Foundation has been vigilant in trying to bring and allow speakers to come to campus, but so often rules are put in place, rooms are changed, funding's not available.
All right, let's give Chris a chance to respond before we run out of time. Go ahead, Chris.
I think if the president wants to issue a First Amendment executive order, he should start by making it illegal for anybody who works in the federal government to sign a non-disclosure agreement, and he should invalidate anyone that's ever done it, including people who worked on federal campaigns. I don't think that right now we have a crisis in America of free speech. I do think, Sean, that all viewpoints should be welcome. That's why I come here. That's why I'm happy that I'm invited here, because I have a different viewpoint than most of the people I debate, and I bring people from all walks of life onto my radio show to debate, because I think a robust debate is what this country needs.
Absolutely. And it's what is needed on college campuses, to be sure, because you can't be educated unless you've heard both sides. Gentlemen, thank you. Great to see you both tonight.